Every species matters. Every species on this planet has a part here.
You know, the clock is ticking and we've got to get busy trying to protect these little beautiful, amazing dolphins. Lauren Hill and Chad Koenig and myself came to Raglan to basically join with local people's efforts wanting to protect the Maui's dolphin. Since we've got here, we've realised that there's a whole lot more to this issue than we thought. There are so many different elements to the threats that this animal is facing. Coming here and seeing the recycled raft race where everyone gets together and involve all the kids, it's a really wonderful thing, and it's what makes the community strong. Look at this thing. That's just Kiwi ingenuity right there, man. That's as good as it gets. And then also have such great educational components to this day as well, that there's speakers from all the relevant groups who are working on local issues right here with all the Grommies.
We're here for Maui's Dolphin Day, joining community groups to try to raise awareness about this species and hopefully push for legislative action to further protect and raise population levels of Maui's dolphin.
In 2012, I learned that the most recent population estimate is 79. That's a 35% drop in population in less than a decade.
You know, 79 left, maybe 20, 25 breeding females that have to survive 7 years first before they get to that breeding stage, and then breed once every 2 to 4 years.
These dolphins are on the brink of extinction, and the more human interaction that they have to deal with, the less likelihood they have of actually coming through and surviving. One of the biggest threats facing the Maui dolphin is from the fishing industry and set nets and trawling.
The most important thing people can do in their everyday lives is not support the fishing practices that endanger Maui's dolphins.
The extinction of Maui's and Hector's dolphins can be prevented, and the government of New Zealand just needs to step up and take action.
Seabed mining basically is threatening the entire habitat in which the Maui's dolphin spends its entire life.
There's one company that wants to come in to the west coast here, just off Raglan, and mine for iron ore. They're targeting 1 billion tonnes of iron ore, and to do that, they need to remove 5 billion tonnes of sand. So that's a massive area of ocean floor that they're going to be disturbing.
If we're sand mining and disturbing that, what kind of habitats exist out there? We don't know enough about how that fits into the food web and what kind of impacts those will have. A lot of it's being based on the adaptive management principles, which saying, well, you'll monitor it, and if we see that there's a problem, then we can deal with that retrospectively, so to speak. Adaptive management's great, but you really have to understand your system, and we don't have that understanding here.
And what will happen is the impact of these multi-billions of tons of sand being sucked up by these machines, altered basically, and then put back into the sea, it will have an impact on the oxygen content in the ocean. Would we allow that to happen here in our atmosphere, to have somebody come along, suck up all of our oxygen, all of our atmosphere, and then put it through a machine and then spit it back out? We would die, and that's what could happen to life in the oceans in these regions where they're going to do the seabed mining.
Education is a great first step. Get to know the issues, get to know what seabed mining is. It might be coming to a beach, or a coastline near you at some point.
A great course of action is to join the groups who are already established in working on this issue. To go to BRAD's site, to go and research what Chasm, the great group of people there, are doing to work against seabed mining, and to see fishing practices radically altered so that the Maui dolphin can be just left alone for a while and left alone to recuperate from human interaction, which has caused it so much suffering.